Welcome all of you. So today we would be starting with the logical reasoning section. Now logical reasoning is very important part of your examination, a very scoring part indeed. So if you attempt these questions correctly, you can definitely secure very good marks for your overall merit, and you can definitely have an added advantage in your final merit. So let's begin with the kind of questions that are part of the logical reasoning paper. So what we have done is we have picked up some of the important questions, the important types, like questions from conclusion, course of action. So you would have an idea about what kind of questions come under logical reasoning and what you actually need to practice. Now this is one of the questions that is related to conclusion. Now the question appears to be tricky, but yes, the question is very simple. Now read the question carefully. The question says the current population of a town is 5 lakh. In 5 years period, there are 1,250 cases of malaria which is diagnosed only at the hospital, and the health department says another 500 cases. So in 5 years, how many cases have been diagnosed so far? It is 1250 plus another 500, that makes it 1750. So that's the total number of cases being diagnosed for malaria in 5 years. What you have to find out is the annual incidence per million of malaria in the population. Now, if this is the statistics for 5 years, what would be the statistics for 1 year? So, all those who have joined in, keep on solving. I am also solving along with you. So, let's see who comes up with the correct answer first. So, now here what we do is we have the 5-year data, we will get the data for 1 year. So in 1 year, how much cases of malaria, or how many cases of malaria would be seen would be 1750 divided by 5. So when I divide it, it's 3 times raised to the power 2, so it's 350 cases. Now the population of 5 lakh, when I say the population is 5 lakh, how many cases are there? There are 350 cases. Okay. So this is the question number 1. So mention with your choices question number 1. Okay. Mention the question number along with the correct answer if you are trying to mention those. Okay, so here when you have the population of 5 lakh, you have 350 cases that are seen. When I say the population would be 1, it would be 350 divided by 5 lakh, so 5 into 10 raised to the power 5, okay. And when the population is million, that's given annual incidence per million, I multiply it by 10 raised to the power 6, so this makes it 10. So 3500 divided by 5, and that's 700. So your right answer would be choice C, which is 700. I hope you understood how we solved this question. We have the town population, the statistics of malaria being given by the health departments as well as the hospital. We take the total data for 5 years. Now we find out for 1 year. So we say in 1 year there would be 350 cases, but these 350 cases are out of 5 lakh people. So when we are talking about 1 million population, we have to calculate it from 1 million. Okay Deepa, I'll repeat it again. So let me just start again. This is the first question number and these are the choices A, B, C, D. Now you have 1250 cases of malaria along with 500 other cases that have been diagnosed. So you have 1750 cases that are totally diagnosed for malaria in 5 years. So how many cases diagnosed in 1 year? It is 1750 divided by 5, and that makes it 350 cases. So in 1 year now I have how many cases of malaria that have been diagnosed? Those are 350 cases. When the population is 5 lakh, that is, I don't convert it in anything, so it is 350. When the population is 1, it is 350 divided by 5 with 5 zeros. And when the population is 1 million, how many cases would be there? I'll multiply it with 1 million. So 1 million stands for 6 zeros. So 5 zeros and 5 zeros cancel out. You have 5 and 10 that cancels out, and it's 2. So 350 into 2, which is 700. So 700 would be your right answer. Thanks Tinakshi. So I hope you are able to understand this question. Okay, now let's move forward to the next question. This is a kind of question which is for the course of action. Now, course of action question, it is reported that through vitamin E present in fresh fruits and vegetable is beneficial, though vitamin E present in fresh fruits and vegetable is beneficial for human body, capsule vitamin E does not have same effect on the body. So what could be the course of action? So I say the fresh fruits and vegetables are beneficial, and what could be the possible course of action? So we have the 4 choices A, B, C, D here. So what do you think would be the right answer? I am waiting for you to just mark up with the right answer. Now here, which statement do you think would be correct? So this is question number 2. Yes, so Deepa, you have the right answer. I hope Rahmat you can see the options now. So yes, we can say only people should be encouraged to take fresh fruits and vegetables to meet the body requirements of vitamin E. That's the right option here, because we are not talking about banning the sale of vitamin E, because vitamin E does not have the same effect. That's the only thing it is given here, but it is definitely given vitamin E from the fresh fruits and vegetable is beneficial, so people must be encouraged to consume that. So option 2 is definitely correct. I hope that makes it clear. Okay, great going. The next question is a very tricky question. Read the question very carefully. This question is on making judgment. So students from those who are preparing for CSET as well, and the AIIMS Logic has a lot many questions on these lines. So read this question very carefully and see what would be the right answer. So question number 3. So this is question number 3. Come up with the right choices for question number 3. Now the question says you have Dr. Sunil, who is a very well-renowned doctor, but to maintain his clinic he requires a good hygienist. He has been hiring people, but everyone who comes in leaves after 1 month. Now he wants someone who is very good, very professional at the work, as well as who could stay for a longer duration. Of course, that's not given in the question, but that's implicit in the question. So what do you think? Who among these 4 persons would be the most serious candidate? So this is a very important question. These are the kind of judgment or ethical based of question. Choices A, B, C and D are given. What do you think would be the most appropriate option from these? So what I suggest is try the option of ignoring the incorrect choices. So remove the choices which are not correct and proceed with the choices that are correct. Now you have Happy has an answer B, but this choice has that Geeta has an experience or has spent 2 years in daycare. So when the Geeta has been spending years in daycare, she is not working on the hygiene in hospital, so she does not have the skill set for the same. Good, Rahmat and Pooja Rani, you have the right answer. D again, I would say she is eager to join a preschool teacher job, so that's not the right answer here. So B and D are ignored. Now C, she says that she has an experience in public health clinic. She wants to move to private, but might be if she does not like private, she would go back to public. So the duration of Meeta is not committed. She might leave after a shorter duration, but definitely Sheila's employer is retiring, so she is free now and she is one of the best hygienists, so why not recruit her? So A becomes the right option. I hope Hema Happy, the doubt is clear. Hema, C cannot be the choice. As I said, she is in the public, Meeta is in the public sector. She would be moving to private, and might be private she does not like and wants to switch back to public. So there is less probability that she would not go after 1 month, or we cannot say what duration she would remain. Also, as Rahmat pointed out, her experience, Sheila's experience is more, and also the employer is leaving, so she is now free, so there is no commitment. So ethically also we can say Sheila can join in. So it was an important question. The next question, question number 4. You have a campaign to keep your city clean, which has been started by the Civil Council. Now you have the following choices. Which of the following choices do you think is implicit? Now, assumption and conclusion, there is a difference. When we say assumption, you are trying to assume things before. Okay, so question number 4, looking for the right answer. Okay, in this question, when I say assumption, you are trying to think about what is the reason why this has happened. Okay, so Rahmat and Ankita, great, you have the right answers here. So the idea is people do not desire to keep the city clean, and that's why the Civil Council has started with a campaign, keep your city clean, as simple as that. So you have A only as the right answer. So A only, sorry, Rahmat was the incorrect answer. A only is the right option. The council has failed in its campaign. We cannot assume that, because the council has started the campaign but did not get any response, did not evoke any response from the citizens. But why was this campaign started? The assumption was people were not keeping their surroundings clean, and since people were not keeping their surroundings clean, Civil Council started with this campaign. So assumption A, yes Rahmat, A is the right answer. I hope that's clear. The next is logical deduction. Now this is, we can say, logical deduction or a problem of syllogism. So the only way is to solve it through syllogism. On Examrace YouTube, we have 4 topics of syllogism that are there. So cover all those 4 and you would have the right answer there. Now we draw a Venn diagram here. So you can keep solving along. So this is question number 5. You have jungles, tigers and horses. Now, question 5, I am looking for your answers as well, and in the meanwhile I am solving the question simultaneously. So, looking for the correct options here. Now here, you have jungle, stating that all jungles are tigers. So, all jungles are tiger, that means there is no jungle that is here. Okay. If jungle is present, it would be only here. The next is, some tigers are horses. So some tigers are horses. It could be here, it could be here. So I mark some, which is as a cross in between the two. So this is the region which I mark. Now I draw this Venn diagram again to clarify it. I just take the region of some. So the region of some could be here, or could be at both the places. I don't know. So when I say some horses are jungle, so this is tiger, horse and jungle. When I say some horses are jungle, I cannot commit, because horses could be in this area, horses could be in this area, or in both the areas. There is no confirmed information that is available. So the first conclusion becomes incorrect. Okay. Conclusion A would not follow. Yes, Deepa has the right answer here. Great, Deepa. So, no horse is jungle. I cannot say horse is jungle, because horse could be here, horse could be here. So, saying that no horse is jungle is incorrect, because horse could be in the jungle area or could be outside the jungle area, but I cannot confirm say which is the right one. Okay, where it would be. So, from this given information, neither of the statements could be predicted. So, none of the conclusions would follow. So, the last choice, that is D, would be the right answer. I hope that's clear, and Hema has the right answer as well. Great. Anukriti, I believe that's clear now. Okay. The next question is a very simple problem, question number 6. But the presentation is little different. Now, this is a simple problem of analytical reasoning. We have presented it in a different way to make it a logic problem. So, the question says, you have 3 statements. I say statement 1 and statement 2 are true. I have to find out what about statement 3, whether it is true, false, or I cannot say anything about it. It is uncertain. So, the first statement say A weighs less than B. The second statement says A weighs more than C, and with this I have a simple equation. Now these two statements, the first and the second statements, are already correct. Now what do you predict about the third statement? Now looking for the answers for question number 6. The statement says, of the 3 dogs, C weighs the least. Now definitely these are the 3 dogs, B weighs the most and C weighs the least. So this is true. I can definitely say that this statement is correct. So my answer would be true. So yes, Happy has the right answer here. Good going, Happy. So this is another kind of logical problem. The next question is artificial intelligence. Now this is again an interesting problem commonly asked for your questions. Now this is question number 7. I am looking for the right answers for question number 7. This is an artificial intelligence problem. You have 3 words and the codes for those 3 words that are given. You have another word, you have to find out the code for that word. It's also called as coding decoding problems or artificial language problems. Now I have maple syrup. So let's first talk about the question, the statements where you have maple. So I take these 2 sentences, the last 2 sentences. You have maple leaf and oak leaf. So what is common is leaf, and what is common is blay. So blay stands for leaf, that I can clearly say from statement 2 and statement 3. Okay. Now since blay stands for leaf, what would maple stand for? Maple would stand for crin. So crin is equal to maple. So only those choices which have crin would be the right option. So I'll remove the other choices. That's the first way. Now this maple is kept first. Okay. And where here maple was kept first, the option was later on. So here maple is kept first and the option is later on. So here what would happen when the maple is first and the option is later on? So you would have where the crin would be. The crin would be in the starting or the end. The crin would be at the end. Getting my point? So when we are saying maple leaf and we are decoding it as blay crin, where crin means maple. Okay. Maple is the first word and it's coming at the last in the code. So similarly maple syrup, maple is the first word, so crin would come the last. So crin would come the last, so petri crin would be the right option here, because syrup is not given, so we cannot explain about syrup. The address is basically for the surprise gifts for you. Since you were the first to answer, so there you would be having surprise gifts. So please send in your addresses. Okay, so C is the right answer. I believe Pooja Rani, Chinakshi, the doubt is clear. Yes, so crin would be towards the end, not towards the starting. Just see maple leaf carefully and therefore you will understand in maple syrup where the word crin would be. So it's the first word maple and the code for that is towards the end. So crin would be towards the end. The next question is on a simple analogical problem. I don't have the choices. I believe you should know this. So pride is to lion as shoal is to. So pride is a group of lions. So what is the group of which animal probably is called as shoal? So I'm looking for the right answer. Chinakshi wants me to repeat. Okay. Here you have 3 statements, Chinakshi: oak leaf, oak tree and maple leaf. So oak leaf and maple leaf, I take these 2 statements. From these 2 statements, I see what is common. So blay and blee is common. That means blee stands for leaf. Now what is left with maple? Maple I am left with crin. So definitely I will have to go for the last 2 choices, C and D, which have crin. Now maple leaf, as you can see here, is the word and blee crin. Okay, so maple is the first word but crin is the last word here. So again maple syrup, maple is the first word, so crin would be the last word. So patri crin would be the right answer. I hope Chinakshi that's clear. Great, Ankita, right answer. So shoal is the group of fishes that it is called as. So the right answer you have. Now the last 2 questions are based on the letter series. Now you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So I won't go beyond that. You have B, C and B, then you take D, E and D back, you have F, G and F back, H, I and H back, so you would have J, K and J back, then you have L, M and L back. So that's how you would proceed with this. The next series, there are two ways of solving the number series. So alphabet problem, I usually say create a circle and solve the problem. For number series, there are two ways of solving it. One is you can simply find out the difference for the number series here. So that is 6, 8, 10, 12. So next would be 14. But the logic what we used was 2 square plus 2, 3 square plus 3, 4 square plus 4, 5 square plus 5, 6 square plus 6. So 7 square plus 7, that's 49 plus 7, that is 56. Again, this comes to be true here, but this 56 would also be true if you add 14 to 42. So you would again have 56. So that's another way of solving it. Reenu, you can definitely join the WhatsApp group. Please send the request on to the community information. In the community, Examrace community, we have the phone number. Just click there. Send a request to that phone number and you would have it. So a lot of you, Hema, with the right answer. So we have the logical questions that were here. We have tried to touch different kind of logical problems. We'll be bringing in more such logical problems on this channel. So keep subscribed on Doorsteptutor for updates on logical problems and general knowledge, specifically dealing to science, technology, environment and the research and development. So scientific aspects would be the key focus on this channel. Along with the logical problems, we'll be bringing in many sessions. So stay tuned. Have a wonderful day ahead.